Here's the thing: is we got married and then accidentally got pregnant immediately. Apparently, I am very potent. It's actually wild that we got pregnant once, much less multiple times. And marriage is, especially for someone like me, it is a really intensive uphill climb to learn how to serve when somebody else is your responsibility. And I say Lean's my responsibility, and I was hers, right? I think marriage is that way. And so learning how to, roommates is easy, right? You do roommates and you're doing your own thing and you're sharing a few things, but it's passive. Everybody's sort of on the same page. It's not always easy, but it's easier. But marriage, it's now, I said this a little bit earlier, it's now we're making decisions on behalf of each other. Our lives are now intertwined. And that is painful. I think it's a little less painful if you don't already have your life the way you have it, right? If you get married early. How old were you when you got married? 27. That's pretty old too, still. Not pretty old, but it's older. If you get married when you're 22 or 21, like my little brother did, you don't do life anyway. You've done college and you've done high school, and then now you're doing life another place. So it's a little bit less of adjustment. But for a 30-something to get married, you very much have your thing the way that you have your thing.
Right.
And you make decisions the way you make decisions. And then you introduce somebody else who also has that. And now you have to do it together. And there's this rub. And it wasn't that big of a deal when we got married. But then we had a kid. And that's like 10x. Because all of those things are highlighted in, the most loud, annoying highlighter in the world. And they're full frontal, just straight in your face.
This is Rhodes.
That was Rhodes, yeah, my firstborn.
And that was your first, you got her pregnant and Rhodes was the first baby.
Rhodes was the first baby, yeah.
Okay.
Rhodes first. Kind of, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean kind of?
Oh, well, we actually got pregnant on the wedding night and on accident. And and my wife miscarried.
Oh.
So that's not super public, but
Sorry to bring that up.
Miscarried, and then Rhodes was a couple months later. Same sort of story. Not the miscarry part, but what were we talking about? I forgot, and I was derailed.
No, you're fine. Does that miscarriage, how much does that weigh on you and Lean?
Less so on me. And Lean, I think it was a lot heavier for Lean. Because to me, I'm not carrying a child. It didn't feel real to me. To be frank with you, even Rhodes didn't feel real until he came out. And when I'm holding him, I went, holy crap, right? There's a difference. And then really heavy paternal instincts didn't kick in for me until 4 or 5 months, probably, when he stopped just being a sack of flesh that pooped and cried and eats, right? When he realized that he existed and so did I, it was like a light switch. I was pretty miserable up until then.
Which I feel like is such a good analogy for our relationship with God and the moment that we finally realize that he is there. I'm sure he probably has that same feeling, like, because you're probably like joy, like, oh my gosh, like my son recognizes me and he sees me.
Yeah, it was more like it was pretty prolonged misery. It was pretty prolonged misery where I was going, I've ruined my life. My life is over. This is my new existence, and I hate it.
Does it kind of feel like 4 months of just having a Furby with less hair?
Yeah, it's just all freedom gone. That's the biggest thing. It's not like technically what you do with a kid. Technically what you do with a kid is whatever. You just don't sleep that much. You clean the diapers. But my life no longer belonged to me. And it already didn't because my wife had it. But that was like on a tiny scale. And then a kid comes along. And now my entire world now revolves around this thing. And I'm resentful of its existence. This is too much. I'm getting too much. But this is absolutely how I was. I'm resentful of this thing's existence. And then the moment he became a cognizant human being to where he realized he existed is when I went, oh, this is totally worth it. This is completely worth it. Oh, I see why people keep doing this. I see why people keep doing this. So does God do that? I've never thought about that. Maybe.
Hey, y'all, we hope you loved this conversation. Here at Young Married Christian, we are on a mission to see a gospel-centered home made available for every single child in the foster care system. There are 400,000 kids in the foster care system, and there are 400,000 churches in America. Wow, that is crazy. This is absolutely a solvable problem, and we want to be a part of it. If you want to join us in that mission, text the word freedom to 833-370-1610.
833-370-1610. 833-370-1610.
I just did it.
And another thing you can do that is really helpful is to smash the like button on this video.
Smash it like Satan's face. Crush it like it's Lucifer's head.
It really helps us a ton, so smash that like button, subscribe to this channel,
That's it.
smash the like button on this video.